everybody. Thank you for joining us here today. My name is Amy Yan, and I am the Asanza Client Success Manager at Asanza Laser. We are a laser distributor in the US that provides a bunch of lasers for a variety of treatments, including laser tattoo removal, which is what we first started out with. Now we offer laser hair removal devices, pigment and lesion removal devices, you name it. But today we are talking specifically to Andy Rodican, who is the owner of Connecticut Tattoo Removal and a previous student from our training division, New Look Laser College, that specializes in training people on how to operate a laser tattoo removal business and operate the laser itself. We offer certifications through that program, and we've seen tons of success, specifically with Andy. So we just really want to dive into that today. So thank you, Andy, for joining me today.
Hi.
Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and maybe your background, what you were doing before New Look Laser College?
Sure. I'm a physician assistant. I've been practicing medicine for 32 years. Currently working in primary care and have 8 years in the military also. And I've kind of been an entrepreneur most of my life.
Great. Yeah, many of the people that we get at New York Laser College come from various backgrounds, whether they are physician's assistant like yourself. Many are entrepreneurs just completely doing a shift in career change. We get a lot of tattoo artists too. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Can you tell me a little bit more about why you decided to get trained in laser tattoo removal? What kind of pulled you to that procedure?
Yeah, sure. My first introduction to laser tattoo removal was probably about 12 years ago. I owned a medical weight loss clinic, and I wanted to add another revenue stream. So I kind of started looking online, and I found someone in California, Arizona, who apparently had a few different clinics, and I thought it was an excellent idea. And I didn't really fully pursue it at that time, but my wife and I took a trip to LA for a week, and I happened to drive by this person's clinic. So quickly pulled a U-turn and kind of wanted to walk inside to see, if they were busy, if they were doing business. And I walked in the door and the waiting room was packed. I walked up to the front desk and nobody was there. I kind of looked over at the sign-in sheet and they probably had 40 patients that day on their list. So I was pretty convinced that this was going to be a great business.
Yeah.
However, I did not seriously pursue it until this past summer.
Okay, great. And is that when you got trained? That's the course that you attended?
Yeah, I trained in August.
Okay, August of 2021. Great.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's been basically almost a full year since then. Tell us a little bit more about, I guess actually let's backtrack. How was your experience at New Look Laser College?
Okay, well, the experience was awesome. When I first went there, it wasn't just necessarily to get trained. I also wanted to feel out the company because I was pretty set on purchasing the Trinity laser system. And when I got there, I was very impressed with the staff. They're all young, energetic, very smart people. It felt like family there. And the biggest thing to me was, did I feel comfortable that I was going to receive customer service, from Asanza if I purchased a laser? But the training was, pretty awesome. We trained on principles of lasers and went over a lot of things specific to running a clinic and how treatment works, some physics, and we also got to practice doing some tattoos on actual patients, which was really good. And I left there with the confidence that I was ready to do this.
Great. That's awesome. That's what we like to hear. And yes, we are a very strong team of young, energetic people out of Asanza. But yes, we know our way around a laser. And I'm glad that you got that experience at New Laser College. Yeah. Was there anything specific that stuck out about the training that you personally were like, wow, this really helped me understand the procedure? Was there, I know some people aren't a fan of physics, but it is really good to know they really like the hands-on training. Was there something in particular that you were like, this is awesome?
Yeah, well, physics definitely not my thing, but it was explained. Justin led the class, and he was able to break down really complex information into small little bites that we could understand.
Right.
Probably the biggest thing I learned there, and I still think about it every day, is trust the process.
Mhm.
It was kind of scary purchasing, spending, over 6 figures on a laser.
Right.
And I just kept telling myself, trust the process every day. I had some fear, honestly. And because I've been successful in the business before, I knew that I could work through the fear, but trust the process. And again, it's about the family atmosphere. I felt very confident that I wasn't going to call for help and get a voicemail and never get a return phone call. I've worked with Josh Walsh very closely,
Mhm.
probably too much for him, but and yourself, and everybody has been really, really great and exactly what I was hoping for. So I bought the company as much as I bought the product.
Great. That's awesome. Yeah, and you are someone that has really lived out trust the process. There are some other people who are a little bit apprehensive, or they don't really know where to go in
Mhm.
terms of their marketing or business operations, but we do try to include that in the New Laser College training because that's an important aspect of starting a business in itself.
Mhm.
So can you tell us a little bit more about the journey after New Laser College and kind of
Yeah,
establishing
yeah.
Connecticut Tattoo Removal?
Well, I already decided before going there that I was going to do this. And again, I went there to kind of feel out the company as well as get trained. Um, so as soon as I came back, I pretty much ordered the laser and started getting ready legally what I had to do in Connecticut. Connecticut's a pretty tough state. You have to be a licensed medical provider to operate a laser. So yeah, I was good in that area. And I purchased a laser and I really haven't looked back. I'm the kind of person that never thinks anything but success. Um, my philosophy is the only way you fail is if you don't try. And yes, I was really nervous. I had a lot of fear. I called Josh a lot in the beginning. And you guys also provided me with the market analysis in my area prior to me even going to the laser college. And so far, it's panned out to be even better than what you've projected. So a lot of fear, but again, you only fail if you don't try. And I have a purpose for doing this, and I knew it would be a home run, and it pretty much seems to be that at this point.
Great. I'm so glad to hear that. What is one tip that you'd like to share with others who are kind of on the fence about getting trained, pursuing New Look Laser College, or even starting their own tattoo removal business?
Yeah, well, getting trained, I can only go by my experience at New Look Laser College, and it was an awesome experience. I felt very comfortable, but also, again, I'll mention again, it also made me very comfortable with the staff. And you guys have all been after, starting my business right there for me at all times. Never, always very cordial talks. I never feel like I'm bothering anybody. You guys are totally invested in my success and especially marketing. And my business has, taken off, and I'm very confident by summer I'll be able to semi-retire anyway and pursue this full time.
Very nice. Yeah.
That was my ultimate goal, by the way. I'm
Right.
64. I've been in medicine 32 years, and I also have 2 young kids as well as 2 older. And this is my way to transition to retiring, even though
Yeah.
I'll still be doing tattoo removal. I actually love it. It's fun. It's very rewarding to help people.
Mhm.
And there's a big demand.
Yeah.
And I know my competition in Connecticut. And, personally, I do everything myself right now. And I'm able to, have reasonable pricing. So I really, my competition are my best salespeople. Their prices could be double, triple what I charge. And there's a reason. They have very large staffs. Everybody has color coordinated scrubs, and they do 40 other procedures besides laser tattoo removal. And this is all I do. And I do every treatment myself. And everybody has my cell phone number. And if they need anything or any questions, they call me or text me.
Yeah, you've done a really great job with Connecticut Tattoo Removal. I mean, it still amazes me that you're not even a year old. and you've had tremendous success, and I can just see the growth happening in the
Mhm.
years to come. So hopefully you get that early retirement. I know it's right around the corner.
Oh, I will. I
Yeah.
will.
But yeah, I think that's really all the questions that I have for you today, Andy. Thank you so much for joining me.
You're
We're
welcome.
really excited to see all that is in store for Connecticut Tattoo Removal.
Well, I appreciate all your help. It wouldn't be possible without Estanza and the team. So, it's been a great experience, and I'm glad that despite the fear that I made the decision to do this, I knew in my heart and my head this was going to be successful. And so far, it is.
Yeah, you've done a great job.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.